Human beings are designed to move. That's why we have joints. That's why what makes a joint work is connective tissue. Very critical to human function to have healthy connective tissue. Unfortunately, connective tissue can be easily damaged, not just by injuries, but by the food that we get, the way that we move, and the way we handle stress, and a lack of depletion of nutrients that are essential for connective tissue health. So, life is movement. Have you ever tried to just not move? It's kind of puts a stop on what it's like to be a human being. We're designed to move. The most likely time to get an injury is when you're young, because of the way that we move, feeling like we're invincible. So, unknowingly, again, damage can occur. And because the immune system is pretty vibrant at a young age, it can go unnoticed, or you ignore it. It is not just a formula to take once you're in trouble. It's a formula to use as a healthy ingredient in protecting your cells, your connective tissue from injury. One of the most unique aspects to this formula is UC2, a patented substance based upon multiple studies, including Harvard, that show its efficacy in terms of restoring joints to health and turning off the inflammatory process. And what it does so uniquely and profoundly is that it informs the immune system how to turn off the inflammatory process. This is very unusual because drugs that are oriented towards joint health, for example, NSAIDs, glucosamine sulfate, any of the anti-inflammatories are really just dampening down the inflammatory process, but so you don't feel what's happening, but it's not correcting it. UC2 has the ability, and this is the only known substance that we know that does this. It informs the immune system basically how to turn off the inflammatory process without damage. We have boswellia in this formula, which is known through many, many years to be very helpful for not just the inflammatory process, but reducing pain associated with inflammation. Hyaluronic acid protects the connective tissue from not only being damaged, because if you lose hyaluronic acid, which is lost with age, then you start to wrinkle and your connective tissue becomes thinned out and it's much easier to damage it. So hyaluronic acid is a lubricating substrate for keeping the connective tissue healthy. We also include boron in this. Boron is very interesting, very overlooked, essential nutrient for joint health. A lot of people have overlooked boron because of the emphasis on calcium. But boron turns out to be extremely effective in small amounts as a trace element that enhances the integrity of connective tissue. So we're combining all of these together in order to not only help reverse an injury or damage, but to restore it to optimal function.